Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Sumukascha Ekadantascha Kapilo Gajakarnakaha. Lambodharascha Vikato Vignarajo Vinayakaha. Dhumaketur Ganadhyakshaha Phalachandro Gajananaha. Vakratundaha Surpakarno Herambaha Skandapurvachaha. Suklam Baradharam Vishnum Sasivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vignopasantaye Yasyadviragavatra Parishadhyaha Parasatam Vigham Nighanti Satatam Vishwaksenam Tamasraye Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheswaraha Gurur Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Satchidananda Rupaya Krishnaya Aklishtakarine Namo Vedanta Vedhyaya Gurave Buddhitakshine Krishnadvaipaya Namvyasam Sarvabhutahite Ratam Vedabjabhaskaram Vande Samadhi Nilayam Munim Janmadhyasya Yataha Anvayat Yataratascha Arteshu Abhijnaha Swarat Tene Brahma Hridayah Adikavaye Mukhyanti Yat Surayah Tejovari Mridam Yatha Vinimayo Yatritrit Sargo Mrisha Dhamna Sena Sada Nirasta Kurakam Satyam Param Dhimahi Dharmaha Prochidha Taitavotra Paramo Nirmat Saranam Satam Vedyam Vasavam Atravakta Sivadam Tapatrayon Molanam Srimad Bhagavate Mahamuni Krute Kimva Parairisvaraha Sadhyo Hridi Avarudhyatehe Atra Krutibihi Susrushubiki Takshanate Nigama Kalpataror Galitam Phalam Sukamukat Amrita Dravatam Yutam Pibata Bhagavatam Rasamalayam Muhuraho Rasikaha Bhuvi Bhavukaha Narayanam Namaskritya Naranchaiva Narottamam Devi Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udirayet. Now with Swami's grace we came up to Slokam 20, Adhyayam 33, Skandham number 3. We saw in our last session the opulence of the palatial house, which is really an airborne vessel that Kardama Prajapati had manifested through his yogic powers, and where they lived before he left for his final tapas. We also saw that Devahuti was not attached to any of this. Hitva, all this, mentally she detached herself from all these material comforts and attractions, etc. Right? We saw that in Slokam 20. Today we will take up 21 and 22. And only 2 slokams for today, because the next set is 23 to 27, 5 slokams we will take up with Swami's grace tomorrow. It's almost forming one sentence continuously. So going to slokam number 21. Vanam pravrajite pratyau apatya viraha tura nyata tattvapi abhut Nashte vatse gauhu iva vatsala vanam pravrajite pratyau avapatya viraha atura nyata tattvapi abhut nashte vatse gauhu iva vatsala. Patyau, patyau means husband, Bharta. Vanam pravrajite. After her husband Kardama Prajapati left for the forest to do his final tapas, also when he left, after he left, and then apatya viraha atura. So her husband is gone. Then she was taking solace in the company of her son Kapila, and Apatya viraha atura. Now the son is also gone. So naturally she is desolate. Jnana tattva api, even though she has been taught the pathway to the Atma Vidya, importance of detachment and importance of dhyanam, doing dhyanam on the indweller, etc., to bhakti yogam, all the things she has got, right? In spite of all that, because of the yearning, the Sakuna Brahman, as the scholars say, after having experienced and enjoyed the bliss of darshan, sparshan and sambhashan of the Avatara Purushan, who happened to be in the form of a son Kapila, and the same way Krishna Bhagavan taught Arjuna, his friend and his devotee, as himself says, the highest of jnanam, which is, we call it Bhagavad Gita. It's the same message. And once Krishna disappeared, how much did Arjuna feel? Not because he was attached to the body, but the devotee is yearning for Bhagavan to be always with him, not just a physical form. And the physical form gives, the darshan of Bhagavan gives indescribable bliss. So because now that is gone, even though she knew the same Kapila is present everywhere, in spite of that, jnana tattva api vatse nashte vatsala gauhu iva. Vatse nashte. After losing the calf, vatsala gau, the mother cow, who is so full of love towards his calf, how will it feel when the calf is no longer there? That vatsalyam. Now, Bhagavan can be experienced in so many ways. Vatsalyam is one of them. I can consider Bhagavan as my child, right? And as Anusuya did, as Atri's wife, Dattatreya was born, right? So you can, as Yasoda did, we all know that. Enjoy the all-pervasive Bhagavan as your child. And that Vatsalyam is one aspect, one form of where the selfless love manifests. Now, in our case, when my mother loves me, you love your child or whatever, that is tinged with selfishness. That's a big difference. The same love, selfless love, gets polluted with the selfishness, and still it is very strong, the Vatsalyam between physical mother and physical child in our life. But that only points to the fact that selfless love is all pervasive and predominant. In this case, the love that Devahuti had for her son Kapila was not selfish. It is a yearning of a bhakta to Bhagavan and not being able to bear the separation from him. That's what it is. Jnana tattva api vatse nashte vatsala gauhu iva abhute. She was like that. She came back to her house, not attached to it, but she was yearning for her son, could not bear the separation from him as a bhakta to Bhagavan. Vanam pravrajite pratyau apatya viraha atura jnata tattva api abhutu nashte vatse gauhu iva vatsala. Slokam number 22. Tameva dhyayati devam apatyam kapilam harim babhuva achirataha vatsa nispruha tadruse gruhe. Tameva dhyayati devam apatyam kapilam harim babhuva achirataha vatsa nispruha tadruse gruhe. Tameva dhyayati, whom devam apatyam, Kapilam Harim. That Deva, that most essential son of us, who is none other than Hari, manifested as Kapila. Tameva, only about him, on him, and in him. Tameva Dhyayati. She was always thinking about him. Mind was focused only on him. As a true bhakta, his mind is only filled with the love of Bhagavan. There's no other thought. No other thought, like Prahlada was, right? Impossible. Now Dhruva was, right? So, or Sabari. And so, Tameva Dhyayati, Devam Apatyam Kapilam Harim. Like only that Kapila Deva, Achirataha, very quickly, Bhatrife Gruhe, that opulent house that was described, we saw that the palatial house with so much comfort and wealth and all kinds of comfort, whatever you want, right? Pleasing to all the five senses, right? Bhatrife Gruhe, that house, Nispruha, she became absolutely detached from it, not even the slightest iota of desire. Spruha means to touch. Nispruha, she was not touched by Babu, where she became. Even though she was living there, she was not touched by it, because her mind was totally focused, thinking, doing dhyanam, meditating only on that Kapila Deva, who is none but Hari, born as a son. Vatsa, he says. Now Maitreya says, hey, Vatsa, hey, Bhutura. Vatsa means loved one, my darling. Okay? And here, this slokam, Vatsa, means Maitreya is talking to Vidura. Hey, Vidura, you know what happened? Focused and thinking only about that Sri Hari, who was born as Kapila, as her son. She became absolutely not concerned, not touched in any way by the house that she was living in, by that beautiful, opulent, luxurious house. Okay? Absolutely not. This Praha, Bhagavan says in the Bhagavad Gita, this Praha is very important. As we live in this world, should not be touched by the sense objects. Sense objects, they can stay, but I should not be touched by them in any way. Tameva dhyayati devam apatyam kapilam harim mabuva ashirataha vatsa nispraha tadruse gruhe. Now, so you can see, she came back home. Not the house was described, so beautiful, opulent. Kapila Deva is gone, and she cannot bear the separation from him, not out of selfishness, but out of tremendous love. Indescribable love. When you have Bhagavan darshan, that's what happens. All selfishness vanishes. Okay? But once in presence of Bhagavan, there's no impurity. Everything gets pulverized. Now, after the darshan is gone, selfishness may come back. That is different. But at that moment, when you have Bhagavan darshan, there is no selfishness. And because she was taught the highest of knowledge by the Master himself, Divine Master himself, Bhakti was overflowing. Bhakti Yoga is what she was taught. She was taught by none other than Bhagavan himself in the importance and the essentiality of Bhakti Yoga, loving Bhagavan. And that is what she was doing. Single-pointed, focused attention. Absolutely not touched by all the materialistic comforts that she had. Now, with Swami's grace, the 23 to 27, we will take up tomorrow, and that is a very beautiful description of how did she did her tapas. Okay. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti